warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to our third episode of the Image Radio. I am Rana, your host, and I'm very excited to be here. And I'm joined here today with two of my guests. I have Mr. Lukman and Fatima from grade 9. So, first off, Fatima, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. My name is Fatima. I'm from grade B, and I'm very excited and honored to be invited to have this discussion with Karana and Mr. Lukman.
Great. Thank you. Mr. Lukman, would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay, thank you, Rana. I will introduce myself. My name is Lukman Hakim, and my students call me Mr. Lukman, and I am physical education teacher for secondary.
Okay, great. Thank you. So, our topic for today is actually really interesting. Is about making the most out of our youth. And even me as a youth, and I think Mr. Lukman can also relate as a young adult, I'm still conflicted about what being youthful means. And I think it means differently to different people. So, I'm curious to see what you guys think. So, Fatima, what do you think? What does being youthful mean to you?
I think aside from being into a certain age or phase of life, it's also more about the mindset. It's about the drive and desire to bring a new change, a fresh start, hope, wanting to be the best. It's about manifesting in time, also gaining experience. Well, to sum it up, really, it's about being responsible for a better future.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with you 100%. How about you, Mr. Lukman?
Okay, in my opinion, youth is a moment in our lifetime between our childhood and adult. And in this moment, we will have to prepare ourselves to be an adult, and we have to slowly leave our childhood or childish habit, right? And I'm sure that in this moment is one of the most important moments in our life that we have to prepare ourselves to learn everything, to get more experience, to gain more knowledge because this moment is very we have to prepare it very well because it have a very huge impact for our life in the future as an adult.
Absolutely, yes. And speaking of experience, I think us youths, even if we don't realize it, we're always actually given opportunities without even us realizing. I guess in my own perspective, many, like, for example, my teachers would always offer my best friends or like my friends competitions to join, but they always reject it because they're afraid of losing or they think it's a waste of time. But in fact, that's what gives us experience, and that thing and those things kind of train us for adulthood. So I was curious, Mr. Lukman, what opportunities or chances that are already available to us that we can do to help us in our adulthood?
Okay, actually, you have a lot of opportunity in your life.
Absolutely.
For youth, I think one of the most valuable opportunity that you have in your life, and most of adults don't have, is actually time. So time is really important thing in our life, and adults don't have much of time, and you have a lot of time, especially time to learn. So this is one of the big chance for you to use that time to learn everything. And the second thing is energy. Youth is full of energy, you know that. And if we combine the time, we use the time and also the energy we have to learn, to build ourselves, to get experience. And I'm sure that in the future we will be able to be what we want, right? We can create ourselves start from now. And besides that, outside of us, we are surrounded by the technology. Maybe in the past, when we want to learn something, we have to go to library, read books there. But today, we don't have to go anywhere. We just have to sit in our room, take our phone, and then find a lot of information, limitless information in our pocket, in our phone, right? And when we were in the past, when we want to learn from someone, learn something from someone, we have to go to meet that person. But here, we don't have to go there anymore. We can just talk here, right? In front of us, in front of our laptop, in our room. Just for example, what we are doing now. I'm here in Cikarang, but you are there, I don't know where, but we can talk here. So this is limitless opportunity for you. You just have to use your energy, your time, and use all the technology for positive, and inshallah, you can be anything you want in the future.
Yes, I agree with you 100%. And I think during our time as a youth, it's when we find our passion and what we want to do in life. And so I think that's like the perfect time for us to train for adulthood. Like, for example, when I'm older, I want to be a diplomat. Um, and so from now, I'm already preparing myself by joining MUNs, which is Model United Nations, which is like which is a simulation of the United Nations. And I've done it several times now, but I've never gotten like best delegate. I've never gotten verbal commendation, but it's all fine. I'm okay with that because at the end of the day, it's not the word that I get; it's actually the experience that I gain. So yes, Mr. Lukman, I absolutely agree with you. Okay, how about you, Fatima? What do you think about all of this?
So actually, opportunities don't necessarily only come from youth, but especially in youth, it's the perfect time because we have the privilege of technology, like what Mr. Lukman had mentioned. However, it's both opportunity and challenge. Whilst we are benefiting from technology, we should also give back by taking advantage of the available platform to radiate positive impacts and try to invest in IT knowledge because I think this will be a standard for children in the future to at least know basic coding, how to decode applications and stuff. Also, it will be a mega trend for high development countries in 2050. And I want to ask you, have you guys ever heard of bonus demography? Well, Indonesia is experiencing it right now. It is where the population of productive people is way higher than the ones that are not productive. For Indonesia itself, it's from 70 to 71%. And also in 2045, it is calculated and estimated by economic experts that we will dominate the world's economy by the fourth place. So this is the very perfect chance for us as Indonesian youth to flourish our talent and make Indonesia a better country.
Yes, I absolutely agree with you, Fatima. And as I obviously agree with the both of you, I'm curious to see what you guys stand with what we should do in our youth that we won't be able to do in our adulthood. For example, like a lot of people say, especially my parents say to me, that you have to enjoy high school because first of all, you're already old enough to like experience real life stuff without having like the pain of facing real life. So I just wanted to ask both of you, what things are important for us to do while we are still in our youth, and the things that we can't do once we're older. We can start from Fatima. Maybe you want to answer that first.
Okay, so I think it's about making mistakes. As Jack Ma once said, again, I know it sounds boring whenever I quote people, but youth is the phase to try and explore as many things as you can because the lesson that you gain from those experiences will be your strength and power to withstand challenges in the future. Because once you grow older, there will actually be a time where you just have to focus in life and you can't go here and there. You have to know what is certain, but this is the time for you to make mistakes. And also, you only have one youth in a lifetime. Everyone is given this chance, and this is the moment where anything you do determine your life. A career and whatever you do now defines who you are. This is the perfect moment where everything is the climax. Your energy, time, ambition, passion, chance, and also desire. Also for having fun, I think it's true what Karana said. This is like a unique space where the realm of reality and adulthood is in between. So you get to think like an adult, but at the same time, you're still in like the childhood years.
Yeah.
Um, what I want to explain to you guys is that fun doesn't always mean you have to hang out with your friends or just play games. Fun can mean that you're happy doing something you know you want to do in your youth. For example, you work exceptionally hard every single day, you gain your achievements, and then you're happy with that, and then that itself can be fun, and if you just put your mindset to it, that can be possible.
Yes, oh my God, your words are very inspirational. I am actually astonished.
Yes.
So yeah, I definitely agree with what you said and what you said about what is it called? The 2015 thing? What is it
Yes,
called?
bonus demography.
Yeah, the bonus demography. That is very impressive for you. Even I don't know about it, and I'm like 2 years older than you, so that is very impressive. How about you, Mr. Lukman? What do you think?
Actually, I think Fafa or Fatima read my mind already. What I want to say is have already explained by Fafa, and I really agree with Fafa that in your age you have to try everything. You have to take every chance you have, and by trying everything you have, by trying every opportunity, you will be able to know which one you are interested in, which one you are good at. So by knowing which one is the best for you, you can do fast, and then you are interested in. I think the process of learning will also be something really makes you enjoy. So, for example, I like archery. I do archery. I practice archery every day. I like archery. Maybe some people think that I always practice and waste a lot of my energy, but I enjoy it. I learn it. I enjoy it. And until finally, I don't realize that I am in a state where I was not expected before. So for you guys, just try every chance you have. Maybe it's not something you like, just try it first, and then you will know by trying. And then after that, you will know you are interested in that or not. You are good in that or not. And after that, you can decide you will continue it or not. If you want to continue to learn something you are interested in, the process of learning is like the process of something you enjoy. So if you enjoy something, then in the future, you will be something you were not expected before. Or even if you have a dream now, you enjoy the process of learning to be what you want, and you can reach, inshallah, you can reach to be what you want in the future.
Yes, yes, I agree with you 100%. I think that's like I think our passion is our passion starts to grow when we're I think between our teens, like between like 13 and 18. I think that's when we finally find what we want to do in life. So now I'm on to my very last question, and I think this is the most important one, because I think it's very different to different people. So the question is, why is it important to cherish our youth? I want to answer first. For me, it's because, well, we only live once. That sounds really cliche, but we only live once. We only have one life, and I want to make the most out of it. So I want to hear from both of you. Maybe Mr. Lukman, you can start.
Okay, first, if that is the question, of course, that is also the answer because there is no chance for us to repeat that again. There is no chance for us to get back to it again. So what we have to do is to try to do the best. Have some kind of dream. Try to learn. Try to improve yourself. Try to gain experience, and then try to be what you want because you only live once and they will not be able to repeat it. So just try the best. And by trying the best, inshallah, you will also get the best, of course.
Yes, I agree with you 100% because I think with trying your best also comes with us only being young for only like a quarter of our lives. And that is
Yes,
only
of
if we're
course.
lucky. We only have such a short amount of time, which is actually very unfair. And I think we shouldn't waste any of our time being young.
Yes, of
So, yes, I
course.
agree with you. And Fatima, do you want to say anything about it?
Okay, I'd like to again say that this is your first and last chance to capture your dreams.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every second that my finger used to tick those seconds is never coming back. And before you'll know it, you'll get out of the youth phase. There are no boundaries to achieve your target as long as you work exceptionally hard and tighten your link to God. Let's learn from Apriani. the most recent one. She's just an ordinary village girl from South Sulawesi. But who would have thought that she'd make history on the 2nd of July 2021, winning the Tokyo Olympics? Everyone is thrilled when they see success, but little do they know or they realize how much work and resilience it takes to be there. Again, I'm going to quote someone. I know I'm so boring, but Habibi once said that we have to use our youth to master something, innovate, and be beneficial for our family, religion, and nation using that mastery.
Absolutely.
This is the definition of youth I think we can all agree upon. And also, privilege is not everything. You can't give up on that. It's you who have to be ready to capture, or if you can't find any opportunity, you have to make it your own. It's the situation that builds you into you.
Yes, of course.
Wow, those are very inspiring words. Oh my God. Okay, so that is actually our very last question. Does anybody want to share anything before we end?
I think I want to add something.
Okay.
When we are adult, just like me, most of adult, I believe that most of adult have something they regret.
Hmm.
Why I don't do this? Why I don't do that? Because we enjoy our time to play something too much or to do something too much without considering about our skill, our experience, and so on. So for you guys, for Rana, for Fafa, and then the listeners of this radio, please try to spend your youth to do something the best for you. Try to learn everything. Try to gain more experience and never miss any chance. Never miss opportunity. Try to be your best because you have to be the best in the future. In order to go to be the best, you have to prepare everything the best from now. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's when I kind of realized for me to actually take more like experience and MUNs. We can cut that off, sir. Maybe at that part, yeah, later we can cut it off. Um, well, yeah, I absolutely agree with the both of you, and I think especially Mr. Lukman, what you said was really inspiring. And so that is it for today's episode. I'm very happy and I'm very pleased that I've talked with the both of you guys today. I think this was a very fruitful conversation, and I definitely learned a lot of things from the both of you. So before I end, I want to say don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, both to Mutiara Harapan Islamic School as well as Mutiara Harapan Student Union. And don't forget to leave a like and maybe share the video to your friends, your family, your parents, or whoever you want to share it with. Goodbye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.